Hi, Mardon here. Today we're talking about time management. Now, the most important thing that you can master as a business owner is your use of time. In fact, we all have 24 hours in a day. And how we use that time as business owners makes a huge contribution to whether we're highly successful, mediocre, or fail. Now, sadly, most people do not learn how to manage their time effectively. So we're going to start off by defining your highest dollar productive activities. Your highest dollar productive activities are those activities that bring in the most money to the business, or if you're in conventional business, also allow you to rapidly increase the capital value of the business. Okay, so if you're a direct marketer or a network marketer, your highest dollar productive activities are prospecting, enrolling, running workshops, talking to people, communicating to people about your products and your business opportunity. They're your highest dollar activities. Everything else, I'm going to say this, is potentially a low dollar productive activity. So you imagine that if you are a direct or network marketer and you spend 10 hours a day in your highest dollar productive activities, prospecting, enrolling, communicating, running workshops, how much money you could make. It would make a massive difference to your results. Imagine spending 2 hours a day in those highest dollar productive activities and spending another 8 hours in low dollar productive activities. Well, that's what most people do. If you're in a conventional business, you have to be very careful. Once again, it's really easy to get pulled into a business, to be working in it, where if you concentrate solely on your highest dollar productive activities for as many hours in a day as possible, you will grow your business fast. You will make more money, you will make more profit. So as an example, what activities make a conventional business a lot of money? Marketing and selling. They're the two most profitable activities in a conventional business. Nothing else actually makes money. Now, I often consult to business owners. In fact, I probably spend about 80% of my week consulting. And one of the things that I'll often see, if someone's complaining about cash flow, I'll always see an absolute misuse of time. Not once have I not seen this, an absolute misuse of time. Okay, so I'll go into a small business, I'll look at all the hours worked by everybody on the team, and then I'll ask them to tell me how many of the hours spent through the entire team was spent on marketing and sales. Now, if that equation is small, meaning there's a lot of activity going into everything else in the business and very little activity or time spent selling and marketing, that's the problem. Only that. Of course, they've got to make sure their marketing and sales processes work effectively. But again, even putting time into refining your marketing and sales systems is what we call time spent in your highest dollar productive activities. So again, it's really important to understand this. The more time you spend in your highest dollar productive activities, the more money you make and the more capital, if it's a conventional business, you develop within that business. So as a business owner, you have to become absolutely ruthless about where your time is spent. Now, let me just quickly share a story here, or a couple of stories. The first one I'm going to share is about a conventional business, and the second story is going to be about a direct marketing business. So the conventional business, this happens to me so often, I'll go in, I'll talk to the business owner, I'll look at how they're using their time, and the business owner looks at me and goes, "Oh yeah, I'm doing all my own bookkeeping." And I say, "Why?" And they tell me, "Because it saves me money." Their thinking is really out of whack. That thinking will keep them broke. You see, they might work 4 hours a week doing the bookkeeping. And now let's say $30 an hour, that's what you pay a bookkeeper, $32 an hour. So they're working 4 hours a week basically because they believe that it's saving them $120. Ludicrous. What could they make if they spent 4 focused hours in their highest dollar productive zone? A lot more than $32 an hour. So that thinking traps a lot of people. They think they're trying to save money by staying in low dollar productive zone activities where it whacks them financially because their time is put into what's been taken away from high dollar productive activities. A direct marketing example. And actually this particular example works across a conventional business as well. Oftentimes it'll be a woman and she is playing what we call superwoman. Not her fault. She's been brought up to believe in certain roles, and she really works hard to give her family the best that she can give them. She's cleaning, she's getting all the lunches ready, she's cooking the dinners, she's doing all the washing, and then she goes to her business and she's working really hard and that, trying to keep everyone happy and do all the right things. And she burns out. That's the first thing that typically happens if you've got the superwoman pattern. You've got to look at that, and you've got to look at how being a superwoman at home and at work impacts your ability to stay in your highest dollar productive zone. I've seen this many times working with women business owners. So again, you've got to look at delegating some of those home duties so that you can stay in your highest dollar productive zone far more. Now, of course, you've got to come to that decision yourself, but I'm just sharing with you what I see undermining a lot of, certainly in this case, women business owners. The other thing that's important to say is you've also got to be careful about what you say yes to. What I notice is there are a lot of energy stealers out there. I mean, if I let people, as an example, all the people that wanted to connect with me or communicate with me, connect and communicate with me, I would have no time to stay in my highest dollar productive zone. So a big part of being disciplined about staying in your highest dollar productive zone is to say no to things. So people want to have a chat and have a gossip. No, I don't mind doing that when I'm socializing. That's completely different. But when I'm at work to build business, to serve people, to make money, and I need to be in my highest dollar productive zone. That means saying no. What I'm asking you to do is to get a sheet of paper or get your computer out and keep track of how you use your time. Also, actually, before you do that, work out your highest dollar productive activities, name them, and then start looking at how you use your time and work out how long you actually spend in your highest dollar productive activities. You might find it completely shocking, and then once you've done that, I ask you to do something about it. Well, that's if you're sincere about getting better results. Great, until next time, goodbye.